Well, here we go back into the Sonic mines again. Hello! Welcome to PlayFrame. My name is Dan, and as you might be aware, I once made a video, feature-length film, really, about the animation in the Sonic games, all of them throughout history, and how the animation in this series has evolved. This is the first fully new Sonic game to come out since I released that video, and so it kind of felt like I should at the very least do a little video here, getting a look at it and seeing how the animation has or has not evolved. So we're going to do that. Welcome to Sonic Frontiers. By the way, before we start, if you're playing this on PC, maybe also on console as well, I'm not sure, and you go into the options menu and you feel like, seems like I can't really do anything. Can't move anything around. Is this thing broken? It's not, and I'll explain why more later, but the trick is you have to hit A again. And then you can get to, well, then you can start selecting categories, and then you can, the point is you have to hit A again, or you can't change any options in it. So it's not broken, it's just a kind of badly designed menu. Anyway, new game, let's go. We can do this on normal, I'm sure. Action style or high speed style. You can select the settings that fit your style of play. These can be changed in more detail at any time during the game in options. Action style is recommended for people who are not familiar with Sonic games. High speed style is recommended for people who are used to playing Sonic games. That is an interesting choice to be given up front. And I'm not going to say that I am very good at playing Sonic games, but I have played all of them now, so I feel like I should go ahead and just select this one and see what happens. And here we go. Interesting, this is all in engine. They've started a lot of these games out with fully pre-rendered cinematics.
Uploading AI program now.
It's all coming online. The ancient secrets will be mine. Status report. Answer me!
Simulations complete. Executing protective initiative.
What? No! No!
How exciting!
You tracked the Chaos Emeralds here, right?
Whoa.
Let's find out what drew them here.
Look whose voice dropped an octave. That's gonna take some getting used to. I don't really know what's going on, but that's okay. We just got started, and now we're in. And this is feeling kind of familiar. And looking pretty similar too, animation-wise. I mean, at this point, a lot of these games, a lot of these 3D Sonic games, I think are largely using the same animations they've made, or just slightly tweaking them. But this is feeling so far very similar. Which is fine. Like, the place they've gotten 3D Sonic generally looks like solid B+, does everything it needs to. So, this is fine. Moving and pressing right trigger to boost. All right, let's do that thing. Here we go. Fun music effect. Oop. Also a really familiar level layout. Is this... If it's not literally like the first level in Sonic Generations... It very much evokes it. Which might be intentional. This does definitely feel kind of weird, especially with the background environment effects going on. And also whatever that is. Yeah, that's fair. That is a reasonable grade, I think. I didn't go especially fast.
Tails? Amy? Oh. Whew. Looks like I'm the only one who made it out of that. Whatever it was. Whew.
Mortal,
Yeah.
Hello?
you have done the impossible. You have escaped cyberspace through your own power. You are the key.
Key, huh? Sure beats being called a rodent. Are you saying I can rescue my friends?
Find the Chaos Emeralds. Destroy the Titans. Tear down the walls between dimensions.
Yeah, okay, sure. How about a little context? Hello? Oh well. Some direction is better than none. Here we go.
Yeah, this is like animation-wise, performance-wise, for cinematics, this is looking about on par with what they've been doing recently with Forces and Generations and Colors, and basically since Unleashed, they've kind of settled into a style, and they're sticking pretty closely to it. And it's fine. Rotate the camera. Left on the D-pad to bring this window up again. All right. Go to options to change settings such as camera angle and player controls. If you find yourself having motion sickness, try using a wider camera angle, turning off blur and rotation, and turning on the center cursor. Those are sort of nice considerations for what the player might need. So do I need to, like, return a lord to this throne? What's going on here? Oh, can I, like, return to the level through this throne? Is that what's happening? Yeah, I think it is. Interesting. I'm not sold on them doing... What? What? Why am I being timed? Loading completed. Execute consecutive actions. Press A. Click down near rings. And that... Oh, okay. Why is my tutorial being timed? Execute consecutive actions. Okay. And then be in the air. Interesting. Okay. It's a cool little tutorial space. I like them using this little space to, like, teach you moves and stuff in isolation. I'm just, It's hard to focus with that timer going. I feel like something's like I'm failing already at just learning. All right, the quick step. Okay. Oh, wow, hang on. I could stick to the underside of it. That's kind of cool. Oh, parrying. Okay, sorry. There's a lot to absorb. Neat. That's new, I think. Lock on. All right. Chain combo attacks. Okay. Decent attack animation stuff for Sonic. Do you want me to stop doing this at some point? It says completed and that I can exit training, but it's still counting down and counting out my combo. Okay. I appreciate all the mechanics I have at my disposal. I'm just confused by their way of teaching it. I'm going to leave. And I'm here again. You know what? Let's just see if we can go faster this time. I bet we can. Let's use that more. Oh, nope. At least we can always count on Sonic. Yep. For fun music. At least we always have that guarantee. I feel like I'm actually doing worse this time. Gotta make up for lost time, go. Run! I feel like I did worse. Well, if you say so, game, I'll take it. Uh-oh, I'm in here again. Help. Is this just a, oh, this is just a load screen. Okay, I get it now. This is just the load screen, and they can teach you. This UI is so confusing. Like, there's a lot of great ideas all mixed in here. I love using this space to teach you moves. They should not be counting down up there. Nor should they be showing different stars. Like, and they should also say, I don't know if exit training is the right word down there, but like, it's good ideas, just really confusingly presented. But good ideas, though. Okay, let's get out of here. I'm not going to sit on this chair anymore. It's a very confusing chair. Let's go this way. There are 3 ancient switches on the ground. Activating them will earn a reward and unlock a part of the map. You got it. I'm on the job. And the switch. I don't know what that is. Interesting. Like, there's... It's clear that Breath of the Wild is a influence here. Like, that's been pretty clear from the start, even just in the way they've marketed this game. But it's interesting seeing, like, some of the touches which are very Breath of the Wild inspired. The very sort of, like, empty, atmospheric space with not a lot of characters talking, very minimal music, simple, sort of like pleasant UI chimes. But it's also seeing where they're clearly deviating from that Breath of the Wild instinct, where like the instant I'm shown a map, I'm shown a whole lot of little icons on it with things that I probably could do, which is a very not Breath of the Wild thing to do. Let's see. Completing challenges will reveal the surrounding area on the map, and once revealed, the map will help in locating guardians, portals, and memory tokens. Open the map by pressing that. Okay. It's like got Breath of the Wild vibes and aspects of the design. But it's not doggedly sticking to the Breath of the Wild formula, which is probably for the best. I don't think that would work for Sonic very well. A notification may appear when Sonic's near something new. Press down while the notification is displayed to practice the action in the training simulator or get a hint about what Sonic's about to encounter. Let's go to the training simulator now. Okay, see this is a much better way to... This is a nice, clean tutorial space. This I love. That's great. And a lot of players probably would have experienced it that way first. I was the one who turned around and went back to a weird-looking throne that I thought was maybe going to take me to a level, and then I got dropped into a load screen and didn't know what on earth I was in. Now with more context, I kind of understand. But boy, what a weird way to be introduced. Now we can exit. Okay. Like, these cases are always interesting. So I work in games, if you're new here, sorry. So like I sometimes stop playing to just talk about design choices and things like that I'm noticing. It's an interesting thing, right? Because in a way, it is my fault that I got confused there, right? Like there was clearly kind of an intended experience, the way that this was set up, where you're dropped in this space, you're taught a camera control, you're pointed here, like go in this direction. This is clearly the direction they're wanting to funnel you forward. There's even rings there to like draw you forward, like, hey, go pick these up. And then, hey, here's new things to go get drawn into. But I do have the ability as a player, using that camera tool that they just taught me, to move the camera around and see, oh, wow, that's something really interesting back here, and like a really loudly pinging visual element, like, hey, look at this, look at this, look at this. And it's, oh, and more UI, like, so like I'm drawn here too, if I do happen to turn the camera around. And if I do, that does like lead me to a load screen where I'm gonna have a lot of stuff thrown at me that's not been explained yet, and it's gonna be really confusing. So in a way, yeah, it is my fault for not like happening to go with the easy flow that they tried to like set in front of me that would sort of draw me forward. But it's also like not my fault that I perfectly well had the ability to, not knowing like what order I was supposed to do things in, or that there was a correct order. It's not entirely my fault that I could also do this and have a really confusing opening minute. This is what makes level design and like experience design and UX a really hard job, or a really complex one. Like, I'm not meaning to just like completely dunk on Sonic uniquely. Lots of games botch this. Because this is really hard to do. Designing tutorial spaces is really difficult. Because you have so much you have to teach, especially in a 3D exploration game. I am seeing some other little elements up here, though. Ooh, ah. Okay, this is a fun little side treat with a pink heart. Don't know what the pink heart does, but also don't know what the little spiky red heart fruit thing is that I picked up, but I'm sure they'll explain it eventually. Enemies, all right. Great way to teach me a practical application for that homing attack, if I didn't know exactly how to use it already. When enemies are defeated, they drop various items such as skill pieces and seeds. Gather enough skill pieces and they'll turn into skill points, as shown in the lower right corner of the screen. These can be used to learn new skills to enhance Sonic. I am all about enhancing Sonic every day. Did they get rid of the squash and stretch on the ball? They did, didn't they? Villains. It was a good touch. They had it in Lost World, and they kept it in Forces, and it still looked great in Forces. And they got rid of it. To spite me personally. Because I'm the only person who cared. Whee! I am enjoying the chill vibes, even though it feels really weird in a Sonic game. I do kind of appreciate that Sonic Team is willing to just like change the Sonic vibe. they are willing to experiment with Sonic. And they may not always, like, these teams may not be given the resources and time they need to make all those experiences work, all the experiments come together. And not every experiment is a good idea, but I do kind of love that boldness and, like, flexibility and the willingness to do it, you know? I feel like I'm just running past a whole bunch of stuff now. It is kind of fun having, like, the loose freedom to explore this space and grab stuff in whatever order, though. I've really been wondering how an open world or open world-ish Sonic game is going to work. And at least in this little early kind of tutorial spot, it is kind of fun having a little flexibility to wander around. And his movement actually feels pretty good, too. Like, so far, until now, every other Sonic game, every other 3D Sonic game in which you can freely kind of explore an open-ish world has been some kind of mess. A mess that some people, like, have a lot of fondness for, and I don't want to take that away from them, but, like, Sonic Adventure is a mess. Sonic Boom is a mess in a completely different way. Sonic 06 is the biggest mess of all, but still fun in its own weird, strange way. Most of the rest of the 3D Sonic games have been more, like, lane-focused, right, and level-focused. So I really kind of had a feeling like Frontiers might be some kind of huge mess, and so far, it doesn't seem to be, at least not at first blush. I don't know what this is, but it doesn't seem like a mess yet. Let's lock on and defeat the Guardian. Oh no, my rings. I need them to live. Yeah. I know it's just a camera lock on and kind of the arena, but boy, this feels weirdly Soulsy. Maybe it's just sort of like the weird kind of alien, ruined, desolate space with the lock-on camera and a boss with a health bar you gotta wear down. It's not really Soulsy, it's just something about it gave me a weird vibe for a second. Not what I expect from Sonic. Pick up the portal gear. Guardians will drop a portal gear. These gears are very important. Don't forget to pick them up. You got it. I do like enjoy and kind of appreciate having, there's like clearly a path forward they're wanting me to follow here, but there's also clearly lots of other little like toys and traversal platforms and things like that out there that are sort of inviting, like, you can definitely get here if you just like want to look around. I bet you could find like a bounce pad that could get you some rings or something if you want them. You don't have to have them, but if you want them. Anyway, let's actually move forward so we actually see more than just this tiny opening area of the video game. Wow, that stuff unloads real close up. And this is like a beast of a PC I'm running this on too. That is not great pop-in distance. Granted, I do empathize with them because open worlds are challenging in that you can't have it all loaded at once. You have to load in stuff around the player as they move around the big open space, and that can be a really technically complicated thing to do, especially with a character who goes really fast. That technically can be very scary. Hey, I found out how to get there. So I don't envy them the technical challenge, but still, like, I feel like on this machine, I should be able to load elements like that in a little further away. But that's complicated. Turn the statue to open the gate. The ancient gate seems to be locked. Turn the statue in front of the gate to proceed. I'll do my best. Oh, okay, the camera locked behind this thing. Here we go. at first blush, this seems to me like a game that I'm not going to play very much of. But, as with most other Sonic games, I feel like I am probably going to be buying the soundtrack, though. Unlock skills. Sonic's Psyloop skill can now be learned using the skill points that have been accumulated, as shown in the lower right of the screen. Go to the skills menu to unlock it. All right, yeah, we have been getting skill points. Quite a few of them. Unlock Psyloop. Okay. I did it. Hold Y while moving, run around while leaving a light trail. After creating an enclosure with a light trail, then releasing the button, various effects can happen. Huh. I seem to have a lot of points left, so, Phantom Rush. When the combo meter's maxed out, Phantom Rush is activated, resulting in attacks being 1.2 times more powerful. Phantom Rush lasts until the combo meter reaches 0. Okay. Boy, I can get a lot of things, huh? Not these. Got to advance through the story to unlock that, but hold left trigger in midair or during a combo. High speed kick that unleashes shockwaves to pummel the enemy. Okay. Wild Rush, high speed zigzag attack, or air trick. Perform air tricks to earn skill pieces. Yeah, sure, that seems like a good investment. And I think the rest of these are out of my price range. All right. By the way, this is why you had to press A on the title screen in the options menu to get down to any of these other options. It's because on the title screen, skills and save data in this top tab are not available. They don't exist up there. So it's just options. But that does mean that when you just click options in the title menu, there's nothing else to select. And so you feel like I should be able to move the stick around or something to be able to navigate this menu. Why can't I? They're waiting for you to hit A, even though there's no other things up there. It's not good UX design or UI design. Either one. Both of those are bad. To use Psyloop, hold Y and run in a circle. Be sure to close the circle before releasing Y. By using it in the open field, not only can rings be found, but use also memory tokens and seeds. Perhaps a rare item as well. All right, let's try it. Oh, free rings. You know, maybe I'll try it again. Yep. Boy, they're really... There we go. Ooh, more free rings. Is there any, like, inclination of what are good spots to enclose, or is it just... Okay. What is this? Is this just like signifying, hey, here's a puzzle? For unlocking more of the map. There we go. Hey, emerald. I love those. Don't know what that was that I just picked up. Do I have like an inventory anywhere that I can... No? Now, hang on, they said earlier in the options, I'm still curious about this. When I chose like action versus high speed. Starting speed. Initial boost speed. Turning speed. Boost turning speed. Wow. So they've given you darn near full, like a lot of control over how fast Sonic moves and how he handles. That is fascinating. At least it's what it seems like. Yeah. That is interesting. So if there's something to the way that Sonic is handling and controlling that feels bad or like too sluggish or not sharp enough or just bad, you can just fiddle with these settings until you get him to like moving in just the way that feels right to you. I mean, ideally they would kind of like, this would be the work they do for you, kind of creating a sense of movement and a way that Sonic handles that by default just feels good, kind of in everybody's hands, but this is still like really an interesting approach, giving this much power to the player to define how this character handles I guess looking back, given how many of these games I find Sonic's handling to be very strange in, especially in games where you can freely navigate in open 3D space, I wouldn't have minded having one of these menus available in some of those games to try to make the experience a little more tolerable. What an interesting choice. As ever, this is shaping up to be a pretty darn interesting Sonic game. Not necessarily a good one, but already interesting. Try the Psyloop in combat. Some enemies use shields to protect themselves. Psyloop can break down the defenses. Okay. Ow. My rings. So are y'all gonna use shields? Thought you were gonna use shields. That still stunned them. There we go. Let's move forward a bit. Stop lollygagging quite so much. Ooh, another throne.
Return to the digital dimension again.
If I must.
Use that gear to bridge the gap between dimensions.
Unactivated portals can be activated with portal gears. Jump onto the portal's pedestal to insert the portal gear. You got it. This one requires 2. Do I have that? Nope. I need another.
It is not enough to make the connection. One gear will not suffice. Hunt down another target and take its gear.
Okay. Oh. Well, good. That's convenient. Yeah. To dodge, lock onto an enemy and press the bumpers. Dodging is faster than normal movement and specializes in avoiding enemy attacks. When in midair, there's no need to lock on to an enemy to dodge. Okay. Can't lock on yet. Too far away. There we go. Beat up the tower. A lot. Oop, there we go. I feel like that spinning bit up there is gonna hurt at some point. Dang. I'm gonna try doing this around you. Hey, it did something. Get beat up.
Use the gear as you have done before.
Okay. I will give him credit too, like Sonic feels like he handles pretty fine, like out here in...
Return to cyberspace as many times as it takes.
You got it, voice. Yeah, like, considering how, again, in so many of these freeform exploration 3D Sonic games, Sonic's handling has not always felt great. It would have felt better in Boom if Boom just technically ran better and was just less buggy. But navigating 3D environments in 06 was a nightmare, and kind of the same in Adventure, honestly. This feels pretty decent, though. I do kind of question their choice to have the, I question their choice to use that kind of glitching effect in any of the cutscenes where that weird... I'm not gonna try doing tutorials. while being timed and ranked in a load screen while also talking. That's too many things. I do question their choice to have that glitch effect in certain cutscenes. I know they're like kind of doing it as a way to sort of show that that's weird time tech stuff is activating nearby, and it's sort of like having a glitch effect on the camera. They're sort of like emulating a camera in that way. But I think that that's a weird effect to apply to a sort of not in universe camera that is just sort of like your cinematic camera for looking around. Like that sort of effect can be, in fact, like this can be immersive, or it can kind of take you out of it. It can feel like jarring in a sort of sense of space of like, wait, does this camera exist in world? Is someone operating this camera? That sort of thing. It is kind of neat that they're sending you back through old, kind of familiar spaces. Like, I don't know if these are literally levels from Sonic Generations or Forces. They definitely feel like them, though. And this music sounds very Sonic Forces. But having the digital space contain classic feeling Sonic in a sort of distorted, half-formed shape is, dare I say it, kind of narratively interesting. And these levels do still feel pretty good to navigate. I feel like this lane-based 3D Sonic traversal and level design works pretty darn well. I think they've figured out, like, over time, how to make these work. I'll be more curious to see what the open world 3D Sonic stuff feels like once we actually get more to open world parts of it and outside of this, like, tutorial area. If we get that far at the rate I'm going. Vault keys. A vault was unsealed and can now be opened with a vault key. Get the Chaos Emerald. Okay. Might as well. Let's go get it. Yep. Still just a little bit of that Sonic navigation jank, but only a little bit. Gather Coco to strengthen Sonic. These creatures are called the Coco. They seem to be lost. Locate their elder and return them to him. The elder will surely offer a reward for their return, whether increasing Sonic's speed or ring capacity. This feels very weird. Not necessarily bad, just weird. From here on, Sonic is free to explore the island and gather Chaos Emeralds. Try solving nearby challenges to avoid getting lost. This will unlock more of the map and show more paths forward in Sonic's journey. Well, alright then. This will reveal more map. We sort of know how to do these, I think. Unless I need to do like all of them at once. It still feels weird, even just hearing lower pitched Sonic voice. No. There we go, why not this? Like, the performer is actually still performing, like it feels like Sonic's character, just a kind of Sonic voice I'm more familiar with, as if it's been pitched down a couple of notches. Just getting used to it. Set markers to mark off an area of interest on the map, place a marker with X, etc., etc. Okay. As Sonic solves the mysteries on the island, locations close to each other will be connected by ancient rails, making travel more convenient. Which, that's a good Sonic-y idea. That I like. Locate the red seeds of power and blue seeds of defense strewn about the island, bring them to the Hermit Coco to raise Sonic's attack and defense. I feel like they should have introduced... Or getting a little nitpicky here, but like, in terms of flow and all that, it feels like I've been, in this tutorial, introduced to a lot of different kinds of currency and advancement and pickups. We got gears, we got vault keys, we've got the Coco stuff, we've got the skill things we're picking up, we got a lot of different things. And especially with this Coco one, with it being like, it involving a character I need to take these things to, and they are creatures, I feel like a scene showing Sonic meeting or encountering or interacting with those creatures, or meeting this Coco figure or something, might be a good way to introduce those instead of just another menu saying, here's another thing you could pick up. It'll do things. Get them. It's just sort of like, again, nitpicky and really like focused on polish and experience craft type stuff, but those are the kinds of touches that make Nintendo stuff often feel the way it does. It's fun seeing different enemy designs that you actually have to use moves in a different way to beat, though, just out in the world. I like that quite a lot, because Sonic, especially here, seems to have a lot of different, like, combat tools, or at least more interesting ways to combine them and string them together. So having different enemies that require you to use them in different ways seems like a good idea. So I have no gears, so this won't do anything. And this looks like another kind of standard enemy, so it might not drop a gear. Ha! Your shell is gone, fool! What now? Oh. Hey, come on. No shell for you. Stop having a shell. It makes kicking and punching you so much more difficult. Man, come on. There we go. This is also not giving a gear. Let's, this looks big. Maybe this will provide the gear I'm looking for. Yes? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Come on. Reach it. Lock on. Be close enough to lock on. That is difficult to do. I like the idea of what we're going for here, though. Ow. There we go. Dude, this is kind of cool. Like, it's a kind of standard-ish Sonic boss fight, but there is something kind of novel about encountering it just out and about. Whoops. Sonic can climb up certain walls. Wall run, wall climb. Yeah, okay. Beat it up. Very good. I wonder, can I do other things like... trip it? Did throw it off a little? Hang on. There was something I could do there. Hang on, now I'm just curious. Lock on. There we go. Okay, I can hit the underside of the foot. Oh, it had a gear. Thank you. Can I do it with the other foot also? You have two. Were you hiding them in your shoes? Cool, I don't even know if I had just beaten the boss without doing that. Ooh, more challenge. Okay, this is gonna be trickier. Yeesh. No. Okay, that's tricky. Now. The red ones are just repelling me, but still. Come on. Going up the arm might not be the easiest strategy, but it definitely is not. Yeah. We'll get it. There we go. No, Sonic. All right, Sonic, you have no rings left, so don't screw it up. Disagree. We'll get it. Oh, come on. Beat it up. There we go. And I got another one. I wonder if I'd have gotten the other two as well if I hadn't already stolen those, or if those are just bonus. Oh, hey, that's neat. Probably another boss I could go fight. This is kind of neat. Like, they're finding interesting ways to make the open world work in Sonic. Oh, hey, free key. Yeah, before we wrap up here, I want to see if I can reach that boss. Assuming it is a boss, it sure looks like one. Where'd it go? Because if that's just how all the bosses work, they're just all out kind of in the world. Shadow of the Colossus style for you to find and tackle using, right. Well, I assume so, game. To tackle using various Sonic moves. I could see that being pretty fun. Like who knows how long they could keep it feeling fun, but at first blush, seems kind of solid. For real, where'd that thing go? I don't even know where I'm going anymore. There you are. Yes. Ha 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 ha. I've figured something out. Uh-oh. Oh, that was not the direction to go. Nah, nor that one. We're totally trying that again, though. That seems cool. This is feeling weirdly more Shadow of the Colossus. Oh, hello, you three. I have y'all collected now, I assume? Or you've revived me? I'm not really sure what happened there, but, I have a thing to fight. It's the squid. Hello, squid. Now we do battle. Excuse me. Well, that's very Sonic-y, but not what I wanted to happen. Hey, come back. Well, okay. Maybe it'll loop back around. Hey, come back down here. I fell off. Hey. Your patterns look rad. I want to be on them. You gonna come back? The bridge? Yes? Yeah. Yep. Sonic. Buddy, I don't understand what the difficulty is. You did it the first time. I suppose this is a little bit more of that Sonic jank I've come to expect, or at least inconsistency with how things work. I feel reasonably certain I should be able to get on this thing, though. Oh, kind of thought you were gonna get... Okay. Oh, there's another one. So I guess there'll be some repeated fights. Or very similar ones. How am I gonna get back on this thing? Yeah. There we go. Got back on it. Okay. Back in business. This time. This time we'll make it happen, and we won't just randomly fall off for no good reason. Fun visual spectacle to this. Come on, catch up to the thing. Catch it. You can't run from me forever. Ha ha! Neat. Oh, this again, huh? Oh, no, you don't. This is gonna take a while, huh? Stop looping, I gotta hit you. Haha! Get beat up. No, don't you dare. Oh, come on. You can't run from me forever. I'm going to catch you. Come back. Come on. When an enemy is about to attack, a visual effect will appear running between Sonic and the enemy. Oh. Beat it up! Thank goodness. Whew! That turned into a little bit of a chore in places, but pretty cool though. If I end up having to fight like I know I saw at least one more that looked a lot like it. If I have to fight like more than 2 or 3 of those across the game, that would probably get pretty old. Even just 2 would probably be a point where I felt satisfied with that kind of boss enemy. You know what? This, I honestly expected worse from open world Sonic. I don't really know how well this would hold up for the full length of a game, but from what I've seen so far, honestly, shows more promise than I expected. So good for you, Sonic Team. You did it. And animation-wise, like, I know some folks were like wanting me to make a follow-up video talking about Sonic Frontiers. I don't know if I have anything to really say though. It's just kind of the same. It's not better. It's not worse. Like, it is about the same as what they've been doing in, like, nothing has been significantly improved since Forces.
I wonder what kind of devastation the island's been recovering from.
It just sort of stopped me to have that idle thought, and that was it. What's this? Training simulator. I don't want to be taught just random things impromptu.
Eggman tech. It seems abandoned, though. Still, I better keep on my toes.
Can I get in? No. I was wondering if we were gonna, like, run into Eggman or a character or anything. Come on, hang on. Can I get inside, maybe? Surely. Actually, there's probably something I can do to open it up. Does it need to be night? Is that what that means? Whatever, I could be sitting here asking questions for another hour or so, and this is definitely already a full-length episode. Thank you all very much for watching. If you're a Sonic fan, well, congrats. I'm glad. I don't. What's going on? All right, I'm curious. What is it? Congrats to all Sonic fans is what I'm saying, because I know it's rough out there for y'all, and I do sympathize. So anytime a Sonic game comes out that is not a total mess, I feel happy for the folks who are fans of the little blue guy. No way to get in, huh? Oh well. But thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for some more Tunic. Do take care until then, and goodbye!